Hey everybody, this is Kathy, Crowder's Mountain in North Carolina. Let's see if I can focus you in here this morning. I got another fun quilt to do, barn quilt. And it's from that Kansas City Star. And now this one's an easy one. The next one coming up is going to be my 300th barn quilt that I've painted. And I know in the scheme of things where people have painted thousands and thousands, that not a lot, but for me, that's pretty good. So anyway, I want to make it special, and so it's going to be, I found a picture of a quilt. Now I have to figure it out in my brain and get the pattern drawn out, but I found a picture of a quilt online, and it's it's another flower, but it's more complicated than the one we're going to draw today, okay? So I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you when I get done. Next, let's see. Yeah, in a couple of weeks when it pops up. It'll be after this one. Be the week after this one. But anyway, this one's going to be fun, and it's not going to be hard at all. It's called a 1936 White Lily. Let me show you. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? And it's so simple. It's just really simple to draw. So you just need, so you can have some contrast here and some definition. I used a bright white on 3 of them, and then a little bit of an off-white on 3 of them. So you can see the flower. Anyway, let me show you how to draw it out. And this came from that Kansas City Star too, if I hadn't already said it. And a lady in Missouri was the one that submitted it. It didn't say she designed it, it just said she submitted it. So that's what we're drawing from today. Now, first thing we need to do is find the center of our board. And you know, this one is a 24 by 24. But no matter what size you're making yours, just find the center. And mine is going to be at 12. So I'm making a tick mark at 12. And unlike the previous video, the cat's not up here helping. So there's 12. Now what we want to do now is just find the center. So when we've got our ruler on 12 and 12, 12 down this way and 12 up here, the center. We're going to find the center of the board here. Right here. Now that's our center. Now that particular place right here is going to be where all of our lines are going to intersect. So from here, I want to show you, so I'm going to use this yardstick. So I like doing this with this yardstick, so I know I got my lines straight. I'm going straight across into that. I'm putting it on 18. Because I know that's the center. And I'm only going to draw a 16-inch line. So I'm going to be going from 10 to 26. Now that's a 16-inch line. Well, let's go do that again. And I promise you, this is not going to take but a minute to draw. I'm putting it back on 18. course, you know I'm using this paper so that I can use these Sharpies and y'all can see my lines. But when you're drawing it on your board, you know, you could use these heat erasable pens when you're actually drawing it on your piece of wood. Okay. We got here. So we're going to have 3 16-inch lines. But on this one, the one that's vertical here, go ahead and put it on 18 and get it lined up. Make sure that's in the center. Now we're just going to draw an 8-inch line here, because this is the bottom of our flower. Okay. So we drew that, but we didn't draw it down in here because that's going to be where the stem is. But we drew that one, this one, and this one. All right. Now all we have to do is just draw out our corners here. And I'm going to use the black for that. So at the end of these, just at the end of these 2 lines, get them lined up. Get them all lined up. And we're going from the end of that line all the way out to the edges on both sides. See that? Let's go up here and do the same thing. Up here. We're going to get them lined up on those, right to the end of these lines, and draw out to the end on both of them. See? Now watch this. So easy. All right. We didn't finish it, did we? Sorry. See these lines again? We drew them from here. We're going to go vertical this time. We're just going to get them lined up. I said we was drawing out the corner, and then I got in a hurry, and I wanted to start drawing the petals. So we went this way and up here, and then we're going vertical this way. Now we're going to go over here to where we just finished that and get them lined up again. That way you know you got your lines straight. Alright, now see what we got? Watch this. We're going to draw our petals. If I can crawl up on top of this board. Right. See, we're just drawing like a V shape here. My paper sort of ran off the edge over here. Let me fix that. There you go. So you can, when you take your picture, you can see it. All right, so here's our flower. And actually, we didn't even have to go down here. So when you're up here, you don't even have to draw these, because that's all going to be blue. See? We went here, and I done that, but you don't have to. And then draw across here and here. And then just connect them. Connect your points. And you've got your flower. And then you could just say, you know, a darker white and light, dark, light, dark, light. And now for the stem, I used this little pinstripe tape, and I just put it down here and kind of curved it around like that. So you just make it, instead of drawing this, I'm just using this tape because that's what I did. I didn't draw it. I used to use my tape to kind of curve it around. And same thing for the flower. Let me show you what I did. You know, I could have used a protractor or something like, what did I do with that thing? Here we go. I could have used a protractor and went, you know, a little circle here and come back and done it that way. And you may have a stencil. Or just cut it out of a piece of paper. But what I did, see, this is just a little paint palette. And I laid it down here and I got it where I wanted it. And I just drew me a line. And I flipped it over like that and drew my other line. So I've got it kind of an oblong leaf. There's all kind of ways to get that done. And then I just used, when I had it on there, drawn out, I just used this, it's like 1.5 inches wide, and I just laid it on there and took my, you know, this is how I cut my paint with these little mini scrapers that you can find on Amazon, but you gotta search for mini glass scrapers or mini paint scrapers. But it's got that razor in it and it cuts real good. So I just cut it out like that. That's how I done mine. But anyway, there it is. Wasn't that fun? And you can take a screenshot of that one if you want to. I don't know how good you can see it. But that's the actual page that came out of that book that I've got. 1936, White Lily. Take a screenshot of that, but don't pay that any attention. And remember your little flower here. How to put that on there. Now let me show you my colors. For the brightest white, I used Ultra Pure White. And for my off-white, I used Cream Delight. You want it to be enough of a difference to where when it's hanging up, you can see the contrast between the petals. Now for this green here, I used French Market, but you could use whatever your favorite green is. And then on the back, I used Indigo Cloth, which I love that color. I think of all the paint, dark blue paints I have, that might be my favorite so far. Next week there'll be another favorite. I love them all. Okay. And you know my bottles now. You can go to lowlaidfa.com, use code Kathy10 and get 10% off. I'm not sponsored. She just gave us this code. And if you need me for any reason, if you want to purchase anything that you see that I've painted and you want to get in touch with me for that or any other reason, here's my email address. And then I always want to mention Barn Quilts International and Barn Quilt Addicts if you want to see even more work. That's good. Good work. All right. I think that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you click the bell and subscribe and hit the I guess that's it. You subscribe and click the bell for notifications and hit like if you like the video. And share it with your friends so that we can grow the channel a little bit more. All right. Have a good day and happy painting and happy Easter, everybody. This one will be posted on Easter Day, Easter Sunday, I think. I started not to post one, but I thought, well, after everybody leaves and you got your belly full from Sunday dinner, you might just want to sit down and relax and watch a video. Happy painting, everybody. See you later.